So today I actually decided to do the video on how to get the abs like mine. I'll be trying to be as specific as possible and pretty much try to tell you what I'm doing for the last couple of years to get the stomach like mine. It is still work in progress, I always strive to make things better, and I'm trying to lean out more as of now, but I still, pretty satisfied with the abs like mine, and if you like it, I hope you're gonna find my advice useful. So thing number one is of course the nutrition. I know you probably won't like to hear it, but nutrition is an important component. Just to tell you, being very honest here, my nutrition is not always perfect, all right? It's not always clean, and it doesn't mean that, I'm counting every calorie or I don't eat sugars ever, but I still watch out for it. So what I'm doing pretty consistently for a very long time, I don't over it, like 99% of the time. And sometimes I do feel like binging, maybe there is holidays or something happening, but overall I'm pretty good with staying. I eat approximately, plus minus 16 to 1800 calories per day, generally staying within 1600 calories range. Everybody is different, and if you work out more, you might eat a little bit more. If you're less active per day, you might stick for the less range, but this is what I'm eating generally, all right? Thing number two is that I'm always trying to watch out for my sugars intake. But not even the carbohydrates as much as the sugars. I usually try to stay away from the foods which has more than 10 grams of sugar per serving. Sometimes, I can eat a little bit of a candy here and there, or I can eat chocolate. Usually I'm going for dark sorts of chocolate. I used to, be a little bit more addicted to bakery when I'm stressed out. Now I don't do anything like that. Again, if I indulge, it's a little bit of chocolate here and there, or a little bit of a candy. The other thing which I'm doing, I do consume some sort of protein during the day. I try to strive to, take the protein from natural sources, like chicken, lean meat, seafood, whatever. If I don't have time or I forget to buy it, I go for a protein shake. Usually I have at least one protein shake per day, but not more than one or two. As I said, I try to get the protein from natural sources. What else with the nutrition is that overall, I do not eat fried food just because I do not like it. It's too fatty. I do get fats though from natural sources, and they're necessary for your skin and nails. I do drink a lot of water too. I guess this is pretty much my basic nutrition. It's pretty straightforward, as you can see. I eat often too during the day, at least 4 times a day. So thing number two, a very important component, is the cardio. For a while, I'm not going to lie, I haven't done any high impact, I didn't run, I didn't jump. So overall, I've been very active. I move as much as I can. I do some low impact cardio, like, walking. I do teach Pilates class in my studio, which is pretty much a low impact cardio, it's fast-paced Pilates. And in the last months, I came back to running, but I do it only for 3 times a week for 30 minutes. If you do cardio, which is important, actually, you have to have some sort of cardio to actually, burn the fat off, the fat layer, which is on top of the muscles for your abdominal. If you do cardio, I really advise you to go for more intensity and really, sweat it out. So when I run, I really go for high heart rate and really push it for a shorter period of time. For the last 2 years, starting since like 2012, I've been teaching Pilates. A lot of it. Pretty much I'm working on my abs 6 days a week as a part of my Pilates classes, and actually Pilates is really great for your core. If you are not a fan of Pilates, you still need some sort of a strength training to make sure that your abs are strong, and not only your abs but your lower back specifically. And also when I work on the abs, you need to ensure that you work on the abs as a whole. You actually work on your obliques, lower part of your abs, and your upper part of your abs. Well, abs is one muscle, but still you need to make sure you do that, and also ensure that you really work on your lower back. If you go with a traditional strength training, you will aim for very basic exercises, and they will work. as long as the form is proper. So if you're not sure how to do it, please seek some professional help at least for a couple of times. You can hire a personal trainer or maybe ask your friend who is in great shape. Make sure they know what they're doing though. So what you will do if you go with the traditional strength training route, you will focus on all the crunches, the basic ones, the side crunches, you will do all kinds of twists, for example, like the Russian twist, all kinds of the leg lifts. And for the back, you can actually do some sort of a planks, but you have to make sure that your body is ready for it. And for strength, you're going to go for a slow count, you're going to hold and pulse. If you go with Pilates, respectively, you can either, I actually advise you to take the classes which use your own body weight, so there is no reform involved, just, mat Pilates workouts. They're more challenging and, they're more efficient. So also, if you really, really want to have a very strong core and you know that your back is strong enough, you don't have any injuries, you can always add on a little bit of the weight. So let's summarize a little bit. So what am I doing? What you should do to actually get a stomach like mine. So there is 3 components. One is the nutrition. So you have to watch out for how much you eat. You need to ensure you don't eat too much sugars and carbohydrates. Just really watch out for it in your fats. If you can, please add on the protein, either from natural sources or from the shakes. What else? I think that's the basic summary. Also, if you add on the fiber, that would be great, to just, digest and all that stuff. Second component is important, is cardio is a must, because you need to burn, the layer of fat if you have it. So you can either do the low impact cardio, like walking and being active, but you have to do a lot of it, I'm not going to lie. Or you can do high impact like running, or let's say jumping, but I really advise you to go for high intensity, or like let's say circuit training, really, really sweat it out. And the third important component is the strength training in a form of either Pilates or traditional strength training. Again, if you go for traditional strength training, you're going to stick with the basics like, crunches, twists, and leg lifts, and you need to ensure that you know what you're doing. The form-wise, you can ask for help. Or, as I said, if you go with Pilates, I really encourage you to try the mat Pilates versus the reformer classes, just because it's much better for your abdominal. And the last thing, when you train your abdominals, making sure you train all the parts, and you also include the lower back, making sure that you strengthen it. I think this is pretty much everything I'm doing, to keep my abs in shape. And just a little bit of a quick summary is that I do work on my abs 6 times per week. I'm teaching the Pilates classes, and I have been doing it for about a couple of years as of now. You will see the results faster than a couple of years, but it does depend on how much you commit. So I hope you really find this video useful. All the contact information about the studio and the classes will be put in the description. And have a nice day.